Hey guys, this is Justin from AffGuides, and today I'm going to be bringing you a quick tutorial on how to get more images done for Plenty of Fish ads. Now this could also be modified to be used for Facebook ads. However, because Facebook has kind of changed their attitude over the past year or so on affiliate marketers, and it's not so easy to get your affiliate advertisements up there anymore, we're going to be mainly focusing on Plenty of Fish ads. Now, Plenty of Fish ads have several different formats, as well as the standard banner formats, which are things like 300 by 250 pixel banners or 160 by 600 pixel banners. The main source of income for me, as well as many other affiliates, are the small image banner ads, which basically those are 110 by 80 pixel images, as well as ad copy that you can write off to the side of that in their system, or you're tracking if you're using Plenty of Fish Pro, which I 100% recommend you use for Plenty of Fish ads. So anyways, I want to show you the basics to getting lots of these ads done in the shortest amount of time possible. So first off, you're going to need some image editing software. If you don't have Photoshop like what I have open in the background, you can use free software like GIMP, G-I-M-P, which is basically the same thing as Photoshop, just no $800 price tag on it. But I'm using Photoshop just because I like it a little better. And basically for dating ads, what you want to look for are selfie style images, amateur selfie images. These tend to work the best. People don't like seeing pictures of models and whatnot in their ads. It's unrealistic, and people know that they're not really likely to find these kinds of people on the dating site that you're linking to. So keep it down to selfies. So I found this Tumblr. I like to use Tumblr. Another good source for images is Flickr or MySpace if you're willing to dig through the hundreds and thousands of ugly profiles on there for some decent images, depending on what you're looking for. So Tumblr, Flickr, Pinterest as well, great place for images depending on what you need. So I'm just going to be focusing on female images, and you might see some naughtier images like that, for instance, but for the most part they're pretty tame depending on what you're looking for. So anyways, I found some images I like. For example, this girl looks decently attractive. And again, it's a selfie, and selfies tend to work really well. So what I want to do is right click the image and then copy image. So now that's copied. Next, what I need to do is go into Photoshop and open a new canvas. So what I'm going to do is name this my 110 by 80 canvas. Change this to 110 by 80 pixels. Make sure this is pixels, not inches, not centimeters, and make sure resolution is set to 72 pixels per inch. RGB color, all this other stuff doesn't really matter. If you want to, you could change this to transparent, but again, that doesn't really matter. So click OK, and now we've got a new canvas open, 110 by 80 pixels. If you want to zoom in on that, you can. Doesn't matter. Next up, we need to go into, where is paste? Paste. Here we go. Paste. You can either do edit paste this way or use the shortcut Control V. I just tend to use the shortcut in most cases, as that's easier. Next up, what you just saw is the bounding box open here. To make the bounding box open in Windows, you have to press Control T. For Mac, I'm not sure. So Mac users, I'm sorry, you'll have to figure that out on your own. Now what the bounding box does, it allows me to drag and resize it. If I don't do the bounding box here, I'll redo that here. You can see I don't have a bounding box now, so it's impossible for me to resize it like that. However, if you're using Photoshop, use show transform controls up here, or Control T. We'll do the same thing. So now I can drag and resize it. So now you notice I can drag and resize it anyway, so I could stretch it like this if I wanted to. However, that doesn't look very good. It doesn't look realistic, and yeah, it just doesn't look good. So let me just get rid of this layer here. I'll undo that, actually. Control T to open up the bounding box again. And now you can see I'm dragging it, and the ratio is staying the same. The image ratio is staying the same. It's still going to look good when I resize it. To do that, you just hold Shift and drag. Click a corner, Shift, drag. So what I'm going to do is keep resizing it until I get it looking good and fitting in there. Now what I tend to do is I tend to crop around the shoulder area. Maybe show a little cleavage on there if possible. Plenty of Fish doesn't really like you showing full-blown cleavage, girls in bikinis, that kind of thing. But if you show just a little bit of a line there, that's pretty good. So I tend to do it around the shoulders, a few inches below the shoulders, that kind of thing. So this image is looking pretty good. What I'm going to do is Control-Shift-S to save. So I've got this folder open. It's empty, I believe, I hope. All right. And what I can do here, I've changed the image format to PNG. PNG image sizes tend to be the smallest, and Plenty of Fish has a limited size that you can upload. So I'll just use PNG most of the time. And I don't have many issues with image sizes. I'll save it as 1, so it'll save as 1 PNG. Compression, smallest. Interlace, none, is fine. So now we've got one image done. So now if you can find a lot of images like this clumped up together, you can do this really fast. Control T. I just want one image in there. Great. Now our face is blocked off in that image, so it's probably not going to be a good image to use in your ads. I tend to like to use girls that are looking into the camera or wherever the image is being taken from, smiling. This is a good image, for example. We'll drop down there so we don't see that girl's butt sticking out there. Control T again, Shift, drag. You can use 2 girls sometimes, is fine. That looks great. Control Shift S to save. Make sure it's a PNG. 3. Great. So we've gotten 3 images done in a matter of a minute, basically. So as you can imagine, as you get comfortable with the hotkeys and whatnot for this, you can start getting a lot of these done all in one go. So that's 4. Black and white images don't always perform the best, so I tend to avoid those. This one looks good. You can see in images like this, where there's kind of a collage of images, you can go ahead and move the image around to use all 4 angles if you wanted to. So now we're at 5. Oops, forgot to miss the OK button there. Great. And to do that, I can just pick it up, drag it. Don't need the bounding box on for that. Control Shift save. Excuse me. There you go. So there you have it, a quick and easy way to do multiple images for your Plenty of Fish ads, or if you want to, you can modify that for Facebook ads. The canvas size will just be a little bit bigger, but the pixel ratio to inches will still stay the same. One word of warning, technically you're not supposed to use images you don't own rights to. So there are a few ways you can get around this. Flickr has a search option that allows you to search for images that you can use without permission, Creative Commons licenses, that kind of thing. So you can search for those, or you can just not worry about it. The chances of people finding their images and going after you for using them is very slim. I would not recommend using celebrity images. That will definitely get you in trouble. However, if you're using images of amateurs, pictures that people put on Facebook, as long as they're not a celebrity, your legal risk is very low. Now, don't take this as real legal advice. I'm not a lawyer. I do know people that have gotten in trouble for using images of other people, but what usually happens is you'll get a cease and desist, and that just means stop using images or we'll come after you. So as long as you pay attention, if you ever get one of those. In my 7-8 years of being an affiliate marketer, I've never gotten one. just don't ignore it. So that's going to be it from me, guys. If you appreciate it, if you like this quick tutorial, make sure you check out AffGuides. It's going to be the #1 online community for affiliate marketing case studies, forums. We've got hundreds and thousands of landing page and ad banner downloads that you can immediately use to build your own CPA campaigns, so you don't even have to go out and find images yourself. We've got hundreds of pictures of girls and men in our forums already. Yeah, and if you have any questions or comments, just feel free to reach out to me. Appreciate it, guys, and have a great one.